Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Patrick Zimmerman and today we are going to be talking about the three different types of income. For the past week we've talked about the first three baby steps, that is the $1,000 starter emergency fund, the debt snowball, and then the $5,000 to $25,000 full-size emergency fund. Once you have all three of those in place, it's kind of like we're back to square one. All your debts are paid off and now you're ready to take the money coming in and invest that, whether it be in a retirement fund or college for one of your children or yourself for that matter. In order to get the most out of your time, we will be talking about how to increase your cash flow, increase the money coming in. That way you can invest more money. Once that money is invested, it'll start making additional money for you. So today we're going to go over the three different types of income. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content, and leave me a comment below letting me know what you would like to talk about in the future.
Skies are clearing up.
So the three different types of income are earned income, portfolio income, and passive income. Most people will only ever make earned income in their life, and for reasons in the next photo you'll see why that is not efficient or beneficial to you at all. Earned income is obtained from working a job. Most people get into a trade after high school, or they go to college for 2 to 4 years and get a degree, and they use that degree to go generally work a 9-to-5 job. This is actually the worst type of income because it has the highest tax rates out of the three we will be discussing today. The 2019 average was 24%, and that was only the federal tax. So you also have to pay your state taxes. At the end of the year, if you were already at that 24% average, you're going to be creeping upwards of 25 to 30%. And earned income also includes the capital kept in your savings account as well as your retirement account. It's important that we talk about the three types of income before investing, because if you're just throwing all your earned income into your retirement portfolio, then you're paying taxes on that income as you earn it. You'll also be paying taxes on that same money, which was already taxed once it comes out of your retirement account, or likewise, you put it into your Roth IRA. Here are the 2020 federal income tax brackets. Both these tax rate charts are from nerdwallet.com. I recommend you guys go check out that website if you haven't already. There's a lot of great information on there that will help you take control of your financial situation. So as you can see in the chart here, someone making $40,000 to $85,000 a year is paying 22% in just federal taxes on their income. That's already higher than both the other types of income we'll be talking about later. If you're making over $518,000 a year, then you're paying 37% on your taxes. Let's take a look at this website real quick. Not really sure how to pronounce the name. Nivu, I'm speculating. So gross income of $80,000 a year, New York state tax, which I believe is the highest state tax. But with a salary of $80,000, you're paying roughly $11,000 to federal and just over $4,000 in state income tax every year. So about $15,000 on an $80,000 salary. This is interesting because this person isn't even making six figures and they're already paying 26% of their salary in taxes. That is way too high and will not benefit you in the long run. The next type of income we're going to talk about is portfolio income. This is income obtained from owning assets. It is taxed as capital gains, generally 15% depending on how much you made this year, but it will not exceed 20%. It's important to note that capital gains are only if you hold the asset for over a year. If your position in said asset has not exceeded 1 year, then it will be taxed at the earned income rates, often referred to as ordinary income. Some examples of portfolio income include stocks, bonds, and real estate. When we say real estate here, we don't generally mean rental properties. We'll be talking about that in the next source of income. What we're touching upon here is buying real estate over time, the value of said purchase will appreciate or grow, and then you will sell said piece of real estate and take the profit as capital gain. Capital gains are interesting because you can also write off capital losses against them. With that being said, you can only write off up to $3,000 in capital losses annually. Here are the 2020 capital gains tax rates. This is also from NerdWallet. So if your annual income is below $40,000, then you are paying 0% on any long-term capital gains. Likewise, if it's greater than $440,000, then you're paying 20% on them. So now that you know the difference between the capital gains tax rates and the ordinary income tax rates, then you can already imagine the amount of money that this is going to save you in paying taxes if your money is coming from capital gains rather than ordinary income. If we look at these side by side, let's say we're using that $80,000 income again, then you can see from the ordinary income tax rate that you're paying 22% on that income just in federal taxes alone. When we added the state taxes from New York, it was about 27%. The same $80,000 as capital gains is only taxed at a 15% rate. By receiving an $80,000 income from capital gains rather than ordinary income, you're saving yourself about 11% annually in taxes. The last type of income we'll be talking about today is passive income. This is income obtained from ventures which require no participation over time. Take a rental property, for example. When you first buy that rental property, you're putting money into it to clean it up maybe. Maybe you have to get the floors or carpets redone, a new coat of paint. Nobody's living in that property when you're doing so. It's producing zero income for you. Over time, as you make slight changes to the property, it might become nicer. The property value may increase in the city it's in. Now you have to do much less work than when you originally started for it to generate income for you. Another example would be if you wrote a song, you may spend 2 or 3 months writing that song, recording it, mixing it. After the song is released, you have no responsibility to it anymore. You're just earning the royalties from it. Passive income is also taxed as capital gains. It does have the ability to be legally taxed at 0%. This is because you can write off the expenses against the income. Back to our rental property example. If you buy rental property for $10,000 and you spend $1,000 fixing it up, for the remainder of the year after you rented the property out, you earn $2,000 in income from it, then you have the ability to write off that $1,000 against the $2,000 which you received. Passive income includes rental properties, royalties, and notes. An example of a note would be if you were to sell a house for $60,000, zero down, and the buyers paid you $10,000 over the next 6 years. The note would ensure that they owed you that $60,000. One of the most helpful things when investing is your time. I'm not saying if you're 60 years old and you haven't invested yet, then you should not start investing. But a 20-year-old who has 40 more years than someone who is 60 has a significantly longer amount of time for their money to grow on itself exponentially. Something that will help your money grow exponentially faster is if you don't have to pay 30% of it in taxes every year. This is why we should be shooting for portfolio income and passive income ideas. Try to keep your tax rate down at that 15 to 20% level. If you have passive income streams and you're not writing expenses off on them, I urge you to look into that. This way you'll be able to hold on to more money in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment with some passive and portfolio income ideas. Tomorrow we will be talking about retirement accounts and the logistics of retiring. As we continue on later this week and next week, we will be getting into investing and where you should be placing your money for it to most efficiently grow.